Hello friends, this is Dr. Ashwini Jain from Jain Eye and Laser Hospital. Today we are talking about this the common problems we are facing day to day in the eyes. So we are celebrating a World Sight Day. So I'm going to start. What is the importance of vision? Vision is the window to the world. With vision we connect with others, and with vision we feel happy. So 80% of our memories are determined what we see. So what is the World Sight Day? It's an annual global event which draws attention on the blindness and the impairment. Main objective is to create awareness about the eye care, vision blindness, and how to treat the common eye problems. We have around 2.2 billion people who are visually impaired in the world. Among them, around 1 billion can be uh, uh, the vision can be avoided, blindness can be avoided, and we have approximately 1.5 million blind people in India, and more than 1 lakh colon transplants are required annually in India. And so, sight and vision are interrelated. Signals are sent to the brain to be converted into the images. The vision is how the mind interprets these images. What are the common eye problems? There are some refractive errors when we are not able to see clearly. Some dry eyes, digital eye strain is quite common nowadays because we are all the time working on the computer, mobiles. Then there's the allergic conjunctivitis, color blindness, night blindness. There are some common problems which we see in the children. There's some like lazy eye, strabismus, that is squinting of eyes, and ptosis, that is drooping of the eyelids. And in adults, older people, we have difficulty for the near vision, cloudy vision, that is known as cataract, glaucoma, when the peripheral vision reduces, and some, then age-related macular degeneration and diabetic retinopathy. What is myopia? Myopia is when we see the near objects quite clear and the far objects are clear very blurry. And eyeball in these conditions are quite longer than the normal eye, and that's why the images they fall in front of the retina. It is usually seen in children between the ages of 8 to 12. They usually complain of squinting, headaches. We can treat them while correcting their spectacle power, give them contact lenses, and when the kids are over 18 years of age, we can do the laser correction to correct their vision. And the other condition is hyperopia or farsightedness, when you can see the distant objects are clear, but near objects are quite blurry. It usually appears in the person when they are over 35 years of age. They have trouble in reading for the near, like difficulty in reading the newspaper. They often have headaches. We can correct them by giving them spectacle correction, or sometimes we can give them some contact lenses also. And if you are over the age of 18 years, we can do a laser surgery too. What is amblyopia? In children, this is quite common when one eye is working more and the other eye is lazy. So how can we detect it? By early detection, by doing a school examination. We can ask the parents when the child goes to the school, they should take the kid to a eye specialist. And if the kid has got some difficulty for the distance vision, the corrective lenses has to be given. It has to be diagnosed early so that later on the child is not suffering, and we can avoid the child, the child can have a binocular vision. Astigmatism is another condition where some rays fall in front of the eyes, in front of the retina, and some fall behind. This can also be corrected by giving a corrective lenses, contact lenses, and you can also correct by refractive surgery. Strabismus or squint. It is usually when there's muscle dysfunction, there's farsightedness. Sometimes it can happen because of the trauma. And sometimes genetics also plays a role in this. This can be treated by eye exercises. We can go for a surgery. Ptosis is usually a drooping of the eyelid. It usually requires surgery. The earlier, the better. If we leave it for long, the child can have amblyopia and difficulty in the vision. Sometimes due to some trauma or infection, people can have corneal ulcers, which can be quite devastating to the vision. And sometimes we can lose the eye also if not treated properly on time. So it is usually treated by antibiotic drops or antifungal, antiviral, depending upon the etiology. Sometimes we require corneal transplant to save the eye. Conjunctivitis or pink eye is quite common during the rainy season and easily spreads from person to person. Like what we have now, the COVID time, it's quite rampant, and it could be a initial sign of COVID-19 also. So as soon as you have some pink eye, you should need to see a ophthalmologist who can, which is usually viral, and you should never self-medicate yourself. You should always go to an ophthalmologist to get treatment. Cataract or cloudy of vision. It usually happens in the older people when you start seeing things quite blurry. And nowadays we don't wait for the cataract to fully mature, as to be happen in earlier days. Whenever person has difficulty for a distance vision and if he having a cloudy vision, he should seek an ophthalmologist opinion, and if required, the surgery has to be undertaken. Nowadays, it's quite simple. It's a daycare surgery. We don't require any anesthesia. We just do the topical anesthesia. No injections, no sutures. It's a walk-in, walk-out surgery, and our visual outcomes are very good. What do we do in cataract surgery? We remove the cloudy lens and replace it with the artificial lens. The artificial lens can be, and these are permanent lenses which are fixed in the eye, and they can be unifocal, multifocal, trifocal, and it can correct all the far distance and near vision. Glaucoma, or in Hindi what we call as kala motia, it causes a damage to the optic nerve, and it's something you can call is the silent thief of the sight. We don't know if we are losing eyesight because uh, it usually affects the peripheral vision first, and the central vision goes at the last. People start seeing like a difficulty for the, if they say the common complaint they say sometimes somebody has crossed me and I'm not able to recognize who crossed me. So this peripheral vision reduces, and the correct treatment on correct time is required to prevent from the further damage. Glaucoma can be diagnosed by taking eye pressure, which you know by Goldman supplementation tonometer, by doing gonoscopy, and we can examine the optic nerve with the 90-degree lens. We have to do a perimetry to see the visual field, and we have to measure the corneal thickness. Accordingly, we have to start the medication. It can be treated with eye drops. Nowadays, we have got fantastic eye drops. We should control the intraocular pressure quite effectively. We can do a laser eye drop means to create a filtration. We can have a filtering surgeries. We can put a valve. There's so many devices which can be used to treat glaucoma. And the more nowadays, as the age progresses, we get age-related macronutrition as a self-explanatory. As we grow old, we get this kind of condition in the eyes. It is usually uh, uh, prevalent in people more than 75 to 80 years of age, and that we can diagnose it with optical coherence tomography, OCT, and fluorescein angiography. If treated on time, we can prevent the central vision. Nowadays, diabetes is quite rampant, and because of that, diabetes usually affects the eyes and the kidneys. the most. On timely detection of the diabetic retinopathy can salvage a lot of vision. How the patient present to us? They usually come with us with floaters, with blurred vision, fluctuating vision, impaired color vision, and dark or empty areas in the vision. So main risk factors are the duration of diabetes. The longer you have diabetes, the greater the risk. The poor control of blood sugar level, high pressure, high cholesterol, and tobacco use. Nowadays, the digital era, we sit a lot on the system, computers, mobiles, which causes eye strain. So how can we, what are the symptoms of, like there's blurred vision, eye irritation, stinging, watering, redness, intense headache, feeling of destination, difficulty in focusing. Because of this COVID lockdown, people are watching a lot of television. Most of them they're watching news, they're using smartphones. So it causes a lot of digital eye strain, and we get a lot of dryness also. So how can we prevent the digital eye strain? If we practice eye distancing of 25 inches, if we follow the 2020 rule, like after every 20 minutes, look far 20 feet away for 20 seconds, wash your eyes regularly, use nighttime setting on and blue light exposure. Blinking more can also prevent eye strain. Need for regular eye check is very important. When you go and visit ophthalmologist, he checks your vision, he does refraction, he checks for the visual field, he does a retinal examination, glaucoma scanning, and you should always get your eyes checked every 6 months to prevent, so that the disease can be detected early and we can treat you properly. We should always pledge our eyes so that somebody can be benefited after once we go away. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
ठीक है.